It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Tell him, Canada Dry.
It is a show called Grand Slam After Dark. Back.
It's gonna be one of those shows. Hit it! It's Wednesday. It's Dynamite After Dark. Holy cow. It's in New York City. Not really. It's freaking Queens, but it's close enough. I am the too sweet to be sour, the man of the hour, the man without fear. I am the JFB from Boston.
And I am, of course, I am that patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry. You know it, I know it, and the whole damn world knows it. Let's get ready to go.
Oh my God. Someone's drinking lots of Canadian Dry. We are, of course, a foursome. We are joined by a man that I can only express as a brother from another mother. You might know him as Trey J. Styles, but tonight he's known as Alexander Hamiltray. Tell him, hey.
I am Alexander Hamiltray, and I'm going to do it my way. This is Alexander Hamil 1 and Alexander Hamil 2. That means me being Alexander Hamiltray.
I love you.
I'm just wondering if Golden Grand can keep this.
Nope.
Get it.
Come on, we had 1, 2, 3. Now,
No.
That's Thunder. Oh,
What-
that's
what
Thunder
makes
Rosa?
you
Rosa?
interested
Nice.
is that-
He's got Thunder Rosa.
does she come with the sandbags?
And the-
Yes, as a matter of fact,
Sandbag action.
it makes it hilarious because I literally found that in a bargain bin.
Oh,
Nice.
My God. We are a foursome. That means we have one of the GMs of our illustrious prediction league. He's right below me. He is GM Joe. Golden Graham, say hello.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are we doing? After a great night of wrestling, might I say.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and ladies, you forgot to say ladies. There are
Oh.
ladies watching, damn it.
My bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
And
you know
news.
what we could do for Golden Graham? What we could do,
What's that?
we could record the G.I. Joe thing and dub in GM Joe and play it for you to give you a snazzy sort of intro.
Sure.
I'm on it. It's already,
Okay, nice.
it's already in the works.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? I'll tell you this. Hasbro, you can be as litigious as you want. The JFB knows where you guys work. He knows where your home office is.
Exactly.
GM Joe.
The toilets, and I'm not going to flush.
We got to get GM Joe math because knowing is 141 2/3% of the battle.
Oh, damn. Anyways, Noob's in the house.
Noob.
What's up, noob?
Oh, Noob. Or as we like to call him, Tony Khan. Anyways,
Out there doing the Daniel Garcia dance on Rampage.
tonight,
We got to be careful that we don't start fandangoing because if the fingers go up,
Oh, yeah.
We're doing this on one episode. Now we got the Fandango in the other episode. So
Sorry, JMP's got a scientist thing going on, so this is going to be a fun show. Anyways, my God. Normally you have to pay $59.99, $49.99, $89.99. I don't know what country and how much you're paying. 70, 100,000.
it's $50. It's $50.
Yeah, like 70,000 euros, 850,000 yen, whatever it is. That's the AEW pay-per-view.
Yep.
We got a pay-per-view quality show for free tonight. Now, how do we start the show? You're in New York City. You're in Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, New York. And if you got there safely without being mugged or run over by a New York taxi cab, you saw a treat. And we start with the first match. And that match is Claudio versus Eddie Kingston. Title for title, the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Championship. Here are my notes. Great freaking match to open up this. Kingston's from New York City. That crowd freaking popped. I popped for Claudio wearing the Ribera Steakhouse jacket, which I desperately have wanted to buy for years.
But you can't buy it.
Can't buy it.
You have to go to Tokyo and eat a steak and be a professional wrestler to get that jacket.
And then the owner gives you the jacket.
The owner gives you the jacket.
So I imagine, if JP can get this jacket.
I'm going to find a way, damn it. Well, I will say this. At one time, I will not say the name of the wrestler, but he fell on hard times and was selling his on eBay. Now, I will ask the four of you, or the three of you, how much do you think he was selling that jacket for?
$1,000.
You are incorrect, sir.
Damn.
Any other guesses?
I'm going to
$10,000.
say $5,000.
How much?
$5,000.
You're close. $7,500.
I mean, they're not easy to get. It makes sense.
They're not.
True.
They're not. I mean, that is
believe
like
It's
it's
the
gold.
ultimate in
Which
family.
wrestler was it?
I can't. I don't want to say the wrestler was on hard times.
But he put it on eBay on public. I mean,
Yeah, come on. Just say
Oh,
what
was it Abdul the Butcher? Because he put a lot of stuff on eBay.
I will say it is an. I'll say this: it was an '80s wrestler who fell on hard times, and no,
Hulk
it was
Hogan?
not the Mountie.
Was it one that may have also sold his WWE Hall of Fame ring on eBay?
then who was it? Who was it?
It was the person I just said,
Yeah,
I didn't hear who you said. Sorry.
Abdul the Butcher.
yeah.
Oh.
It was Abdul the Butcher. Yeah,
That guy sells everything on eBay.
yeah, he does. I mean, that brother is in a motorized wheel.
I don't blame him. If you said hard times, you got to sell what you got to sell.
Yeah, but this guy's like Virgil, where if you just want to just look at him, it's $150 at a con. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So
Did he at least autograph the jacket?
no, it was unautographed.
You don't want the autograph.
Yeah, what
Oh
a
my God.
pop for Eddie Kingston. He is the ultimate underdog. He's
Yep.
got a big belly. He is a freaking mess. But that man loves wrestling. And the pop that the New York fans gave him was unbelievable. They took a second, corner to corner, before they finally locked up. This was a grudge match. And they built it up as one. And by God, did they freaking deliver a grudge match. Kingston worked on Claudio's knee. Claudio was getting his offense in. Kingston got his offense in. Picture in picture, which I really wish that they didn't do for this match. Claudio was on the offense. Claudio no-selling the chops was by God, the best booking that they could have done. That whoever produced this match did an amazing job. Back and forth it went. Eddie Kingston is your new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, and the fans went freaking nuts. Canada Dry, you're up to bat, my friend. Take a swing, hit a home run. Tell us what you thought.
All right, let me cork my bat for a second here. You know, Eddie effing Kingston,
Yeah,
has stepped it up to a whole new level.
oh yeah,
He's now got the Strong Championship. He's got the Ring of Honor Championship. Like this match, the back and forth, the slams on that entryway, which I love, by the way, the entryway with the cars going up and down. That was
the steam coming out of the manhole cover. Oh yeah.
Oh, that is probably the coolest entryway I've ever seen in wrestling. But yeah, they took it to a whole new level, and the right guy went over, and I'm just it's just amazing.
It was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. Alexander Hamilton, please.
You know, I've gone on many different times and said that Eddie Kingston deserves his big win because this is a guy that was about to quit wrestling entirely.
Yeah,
before he joined AEW.
Yep.
And not only did he find new life, he got new life on a huge stage.
Yeah.
And he finally won the Ring of Honor Championship. I think this is his first world championship.
It is.
In a major company ever. Yeah. And, you know, some people look at, you know, back in April and say, oh, this is long overdue. But no, this happened at the right time.
Yeah.
In front of a New York crowd, you know, and this is nothing against Claudio because Claudio put on a phenomenal match. Claudio, I normally have nothing great to say about Claudio, but he performed and he let a lot of, you know, and he, you know, for me being a doubter, I kind of became a fan in this one. Claudio's ability was on showcase. Eddie, you know, showed as tough as nails. Like, this is not going to be an easy Eddie Kingston to beat. And this match did such a great job of setting the tone for the rest of the night.
I mean, here's my thing with Eddie Kingston. Mm-hmm. This guy doesn't look like a professional wrestler.
Right.
He looks like he works on a toll, taking your change so you can get on the toll roads.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he looks like. And he has been a journeyman. And when AEW was during the COVID era, he carried that company.
Yeah.
He put that company on his back and did whatever that company needed him to do to win.
Yeah.
Joe, my friend.
I gotta say though, in a lot of ways, and I'm gonna probably catch flack for this, so you know, this does not reflect on the other three members of this panel. Eddie Kingston is 2023's Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Without question.
Absolutely. He needs a cut of Hard Times promo.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
He could do it.
Oh, he comes out with polka dots and a little black lady.
Bebe, bebe, bebe. I am, bebe.
What was the black lady's name? Sapphire, right?
Sapphire.
Yeah, I love this match. Like, just the callbacks to their first match back in April, like everything I loved about it. Even to this color scheme, like they paid an homage to Misawa and Kawada in their match in New Japan, which was great. Like, this was a proper New Japan style match, which I loved. Yeah. I'm glad. Like, I've been on record saying, like, I hate the character of Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see him win a title. The man has really earned it. He's, like you said, he's put in the best work of his career in these last couple of years here in AEW.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Can I throw something out there for his first, who I would love to see be his first program?
Who?
Santana.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I mean, I think you could set up an entire 1.5 to 2 year program of nothing but people he has beefs with. And that list is long and distinguished of people he does not like or get along with in real life. And just set up programs where he just wrestles guys he doesn't like.
I would like to differ with you, Golden Graham, and have Santana be the guy who beats him.
I mean, you could always start with Santana and then circle back around to Santana in a 1.5, 2 years. But
how long do you think he's keeping the belt for?
Look, most of the time,
is he Roman Reigns now?
No, but let's be honest. TK likes his really long reigns for top champions.
Yes, I know, but Claudio didn't have it,
and it's ROH.
2 years,
280 days.
Yeah, that's almost a year.
But real quick before we move on, like watching this match, I sort of had for some reason I had this feeling. I was like, maybe what if TK was to make Eddie Kingston the modern day Tommy Dreamer? The guy who's always so close, but never won the big one until he finally did. I mean, obviously that's long gone and not past, but part of me thought that was happening because it really looked like there for a minute that Claudio was going to win this match.
Yeah.
So, I think that would have been a great story to tell.
But this crowd was amazing. This is probably the best
absolutely.
crowd I've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in all honesty, I would love to see him become a modern day Tommy Dreamer and just carry a company over and over and over.
You mean someone, a modern day Tommy Dreamer with some actual charisma?
Yeah. Hey, come on now, Tommy Dreamer.
Look, if you didn't watch Dreamer in ECW, you can't watch him current.
I didn't watch him in ECW because I watched real shows.
Oh, Canada Dry, man! I'm telling you right now, those are fire.
I didn't get the Bingo Network.
I'm on my phone right now, and I'm booking a flight to Vancouver to kick your butt.
I'm gonna need you to take
the Bingo Network
out of your thing because we can't be associated with that. Can't be associated with whatever it is that you got going on there.
You're free to leave.
Let's go to our first segment. Of very few segments. This is a wrestling match heavy show.
Mm-hmm.
We get Roderick Strong. He's in the hospital, surrounded by the Kingdom. First of all, well, we'll get to this, but Cole comes to his bedside. Roddy doesn't care about MJF. He is playing the sympathy card like there's no tomorrow. But my question is this. What bum-ass hospital did Roderick Strong go to? Because when he went to hit the thing to elevate up, it sounded like somebody was underneath it cranking.
That was the worst ICU I've ever seen in my life.
It's like
I couldn't figure out what that noise was. I was like, "What is that?"
It was the bed. I love the fact that he's playing this up, this sympathy, because at some point he's going to screw over someone, and it's not going to be Adam Cole. It's going to be MJF. And it's going to be at the behest of Adam Cole. Because I can't see Adam Cole not being part of the Kingdom. A group that he started. A group that he was affiliated with. He's well known for. That's just my thoughts. We go to Renee. She's backstage with Christian and Luchasaurus. Christian decides, you know what? A tag team match is boring for our 2-hour Rampage event. Why don't you take on me and Luchasaurus in a 3-way, a handicap match for our TNT Championship. Canada Dry, your thoughts on Christian Cage?
Yeah, it's interesting that they've decided to not do the tag team match. Maybe was it supposed to be? It was supposed to be his understudy there with him in the tag match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why they decided to hold off on that because.
It was supposed to be Darby and Sting.
Yeah, it was Darby and
Oh,
Sting.
right.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be the other young kid.
Nick Wayne.
No,
Yeah.
because if it was Nick Wayne, Christian would have made a cop out about
Yeah.
this.
So obviously,
like, look,
Sting
to have this match, your mom needs to be at ringside.
Yeah,
I guess Sting didn't.
Hey,
couldn't
and
make
Nick
it
Wayne's
happen.
mom on a pole match.
Oh man, who books this shit?
So they're gonna beat the living hell out of Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Because if he wins, like that's dumb.
Yeah.
Well, no, that'll be how they'll probably write him off for a while he goes to train.
Yeah,
Because he came out and said he wants to. He's leaving in October to go to
Time out
Switzerland.
yeah. I mean, I'm down for getting him more training, but I still think Nick Wayne needs a solid win before he goes out, just to build momentum. Just
He's going to get it tomorrow night when he gets to face Shibata for the ROH Pure title.
That's true. That's true. You think he beats Shibata though?
No.
Not unless he joins the Don Callis family.
Well,
I do want to know though with the Roddy scene that you mentioned.
Yeah,
I feel like we just breezed past the fact that it literally said last week, but everybody was still going to Grand Slam.
yeah, exactly.
They were walking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, so real quick before we go, can we go back to the best line in that Roddy segment? Roddy's laying there with his eyes closed saying, Adam, I can't see you. And I'm just like, open your eyes.
Right here.
I love Roger Strong. You know what? If this was 10 years ago, I would have been like, that's it. I'm writing Roderick off. Roger Strong shouldn't be doing comedy. Now he's later in his career. This makes sense. And it works. And it works on so many levels. You guys want to talk about match number 2? Let's talk about Chris Jericho versus Sammy Guevara. Here are a couple of my notes. Sammy Guevara comes out with the light up vest and his trunks, the same color that Jericho wore, the same type of jacket that Jericho wore when he went in a match against Shawn Michaels. Sammy looked like $1 million freaking dollars. Jericho kept him grounded. He didn't want him flipping and flopping all over the place. A lot of great reversals by Jericho. Jericho on the offense during picture-in-picture. Here comes Sammy with his own version of the Codebreaker. Really good back and forth, which I thought this match desperately needed. And then Jericho gets the reverse. Gets in the Codebreaker, gets the win. They go to hug, and Sammy Guevara low blows Jericho. And speaking of T.O. Callis, out walks Don Callis. He whispers in Sammy's ear, we are not privy to this information because Don Callis doesn't reveal shit until next week, which is brilliant. It was a decent match. Alexander Hano Trey, you go first, my friend. Lay it on me.
I really thought this was like the best match of the night. I mean, the ring psychology here, like the last one was a fight. That was a grudge match. Probably one of the best grudge matches we've seen in a long time that didn't have to involve weapons and smoke and mirrors and a whole bunch of blood. This was a great match because of all the callbacks to the Shawn Michaels match.
Yeah.
Not just in the attire, but if you remember, at the very end, like there was a point where Jericho kicks Michaels after Michaels wins. He kicks Michaels in the groin, in the yam bags, and he's leaning on his chest, on his stomach, just like Michaels did.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's little things like this. Like wrestling is a nostalgia business. Doesn't matter if you're a young fan or old fan, whatever. There are certain things that they become the classics, and you go, and it's okay to go back to. It's okay to borrow those things. It's okay to steal those things.
Yeah.
Sammy's athleticism, I think the fact that he didn't do a whole bunch of top rope moves and a whole bunch of crazy stuff, it worked in his favor.
Yeah.
You know, I do think that, a lot of people felt like this is going to be Sammy's match. I think it was right for Jericho to win. If I had been predicting this, I would have definitely picked Sammy. But watching the match, having Jericho go over is brilliant. And having Jericho go over the way he did was brilliant because it's like veteran takes advantage of young guy's mistake.
Yeah.
The ring psychology here was perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. GM Joe, the greatest general manager of AFW.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to add than what Trey J said. Like, I love another great match. I think this may be the best match of the night. My only complaint is I don't need to see Sammy in another group.
Yeah.
It just feels like he just bounces from group to group to group. Like, at some point, he needs to be able to break out and stand on his own 2 feet.
Yeah. But let's be honest, we both can agree that Sammy's not ready to do that.
Yeah.
Daniel Garcia is far more ready to stand out on his own than Sammy Guevara is.
I mean, but the only way you're going to be able to do it is to actually go out and do it. Is let him
Sammy's
go fall flat on his face. Okay, then he learns and he has to try something else. This constantly having him with Jericho or Don Callis isn't going to do it.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Canada Dry, your thoughts, my friend?
Isn't it nice to finally, with this nice camera, to be able to see Bret Hart in the pops? You didn't really see him before.
Dorian Fugazi.
Yeah, he's not Fugazi no more.
Yeah,
no Fugazi no more. Yeah, I think that this match is just keeping Jericho relevant.
Yeah,
like the match he had with Ospreay.
Yeah,
this quite isn't on that level because Sammy Guevara isn't Will Ospreay.
Yeah,
but it was a really good match, and I can probably put that in the top 20 matches of Jericho's matches in AEW. Probably top 20, not top 10, but probably top 20. And I think this was the right move to have Jericho win.
Yeah,
and have Sammy turn. And I don't think that Sammy can go out on his own at this point.
Yeah.
He needs a Don Callis.
Yes.
And being a heel is the only thing that's going to work for him. If he's not getting over as a face, there's no way in hell.
If they're going to keep him as a heel, he needs to change his moveset then.
Yeah.
You can't be sitting here doing high-flying moves. Heels don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I think the good thing with having Don Callis is mostly because Sammy Guevara on the stick sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot cut a promo to save his life. Don Callis, however, is an excellent mouthpiece for Sammy Guevara. So I think it works. If it's just Sammy and Don. If it's Sammy, Don, and the rest of the Callis family, then we have a problem. Then we have
Sammy's going to get overshadowed quick by everybody else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now Aussie Open's technically Don Callis' family.
Oh, is Aussie Open part of the family too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are they officially a part of the family?
Yeah, because What's-His-Face comes out and does commentary during their matches.
Okay.
And they're part of United
Aussie
Empire.
Open. You got.
I mean, it makes sense. If Will Ospreay's going to be in there, it only makes sense for Aussie Open.
Well, he's not an official member. Ospreay's not
yet. That's only because he's not under contract with AEW yet.
Have you guys seen Ospreay's like the newest member of United Empire, the really young guy that goes with Will Ospreay now?
Yeah,
that guy's freaking amazing.
Yeah,
that guy's super impressive. Like AEW needs to scoop him up as soon as possible.
Oh yeah,
as soon as they get Ospreay, get him.
Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So you're wondering how do I learn about ring psychology? How do I put forth the effort of learning how to run a match like that?
I was thinking that. Thank you.
Everybody's thinking it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give you the answer. It's called FTW Pro Wrestling. It's Fight the World Pro Wrestling. It's just outside of Tampa Bay. It's run by our friend, Natalia Markova. It's run by our other friend, Brian Idol. It's $250 a month. You know what? I can sit here and talk about it, but I'm going to show you exactly what it's all about.
Determination, perseverance. These are the qualities that make a champion. Do you have what it takes to be the next wrestling superstar? Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy, we can help you become the champion you were meant to be. Our world travel trainers, Brian Idle and Natalia Markova, are well-known industry professionals with years of experience in the world of wrestling. From the basics to advanced techniques, they are dedicated to help give you the tools that you need to succeed in the ring. Our training program is tailored to challenge you, push you to your limits, and help you discover your full potential. Come join our diverse group of talent. Join us at Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy and make your dream a reality. Visit our website or contact us to learn more and start your journey to the top today.
I mean, crap. For $250 a month, drive Uber. Deliver Domino's Pizza. Knock over a bank like Nick Cage. Whatever you need to do, that's what you're going to do. And then when you're on the run, claim sanctuary at FTW Pro Wrestling School, where you're going to learn exactly what you need to do to become a professional wrestler. So let's go to MJF. He's with Adam Cole. Talks about he's going to choke out Samoa Joe. MJF is going to choke out Samoa Joe. And then Adam Cole's phone rings, and it's Roderick Strong. And Cole is telling him, as he's interrupting MJF's promo, no, Roddy, you're not dying. I digress. We go backstage. Don Callis is in the back with Sammy Guevara. And Garcia shows up with no dancing. Now, what does that tell you? There's none of this. No dancing from Daniel Garcia. It's just mean mugging. Straight out mean mugging. Let's go to match number 3. Rey Fenix. Jon Moxley. Another grudge match, if you will. A newer grudge match, not one that's 15 years in the making like Claudio versus Eddie Kingston. But here's my notes. They are just going after each other. Mox is keeping it grounded. Phoenix is trying to go aerial. Phoenix is giving it his all. Mox, a little extra violent tonight, which I was kind of shocked and surprised, because I was also shocked and surprised that Homeboy did not bleed this entire match.
Nope, he didn't.
I was maybe there's a no bleeding in a match in New York City. I don't know.
That actually is a rule.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a rule, because that's why that's one of the reasons why they don't do a lot of boxing matches in New York anymore.
The Athletic Commission, they're kind of strict.
The Athletic Commission is really strict on it.
Damn Athletic Commission. Anyway,
well, you know what? It's probably a good thing, because we don't need all that Mox blood.
yeah, I mean, the brother's got to be tapped out. Like, he's got to be the foam in the cup at the end of the keg. Yeah. Like, it's not good. It's just foam. You know,
his blood is frothy now.
So Phoenix goes for a move. He tries to get the pin. It's 1, 2, and the ref stops the count. Did any one of you guys see Moxley lift up a shoulder? Because I did it, and I rewatched it.
What happened was, and this is something that AEW referees do have a bad habit of doing.
Yeah.
He hit the mat so hard that the mat went down, and it gave the appearance that the shoulders were up.
Phoenix does it again. This time we do get a 3 count, and we have a new champion, a new international champion, which I'm not a big fan of this. After months and months and months of Orange Cassidy having this belt, are we now going to play champion roulette? Like, next week it's going to be Penta. The week after that it's going to be some fan in the 3rd row. Like, what the hell's going on, Tony Khan? I know you're listening, damn it to hell. Anyway.
Moxley had a concussion.
Yeah, that's the report.
Yeah, Moxley got
I think it was an audible. I think that's why they stopped the 3rd The first time, I don't think the match wasn't supposed to end there.
I mean, let's be honest. When you're getting your head caved in night after night after night and bleeding
with no blood,
with no blood. GM Joe, your thoughts on the third match?
Oh yeah, this is another great match. Like, this is the epitome of Styles makes fights.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended there, sir. That's still your last name, but
I got you. I was going to agree with you. Yes, Styles, Trey J. Styles does make fights. I'm with you.
I mean, so yeah, like the reports that I saw was like at the very beginning of this when they were out on the ramp, like that Mox's head smacked real hard that he may have got the concussion there. And if that's true, the fact that he went through that whole match, like he didn't look off at all. And I think that that Penta driver sort of, or the Phoenix driver sort of just was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like when they say you aren't supposed to lay down when you get a concussion.
Yeah,
like you're not supposed to go to sleep. Yeah, it's like while you're still upright, a lot of times you're still like functional.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, but once you lay down, it's over.
Once you lay down, it's like, and that's why they got to keep you up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really do. I mean, I said this in our group chat. Someone was like, "Oh, this is stupid." I was like, "Well, even if Phoenix was scheduled to win here, as long as they don't keep Hot Potato in the title, that's fine."
Yeah.
Like, because once again, like they were telling the same story with Mox that they're telling with OC. They just that Mox is just so 100 miles an hour, like he's beat up. So I mean, it's a viable story, but clearly, I just hope that he doesn't have a concussion or a too serious one, that he's going to be healthy. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's really what we want. Like, I mean, I am not a Mox fan, but I don't want to see like anything happen to the guy.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, like, for example, like Nick Chubb blows out his knee in the Browns.
Oh, God, that was.
And even if you hate the Browns, and it's the Steelers fans actually did not like clap for Nick Chubb.
They were chanting his name.
Classy fans right there.
Sometimes they're
Jessica was the one that alerted me about.
Thank you.
Yeah,
very much. That is
Oh, is she a Steelers fan?
No.
Okay.
You trying to get us killed?
I am actually just intense in football.
Yes. Canada Dry.
Give him something.
Give me something.
Give me some, man. Give me some. Yeah, this back and forth was pretty amazing between Moxley and Ray Phoenix. And if anyone, like, obviously Mox is hurt, and if anyone is going to rise up out of this situation, I'm so glad that it's Ray Phoenix, because this guy is so freaking talented. Like, if you can't keep it on Orange Cassidy, give this guy a run. What is your girlfriend doing off screen? Because you're like trying not to laugh.
I'm trying to look at his glasses and see the reflection.
Like, what's going on over there? He's like,
Rogers now.
Yeah. This also makes Phoenix a Triple Crown champion.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. But yeah, Ray Phoenix, he deserves a long run on this, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, can I bring something up before Trey J goes?
Yeah.
My favorite spot in this match is the first time that Ray rolls through to go for the cutter, and Mox just clocks him right out of the middle of the air. I loved that spot.
Yeah. Absolutely. Trey J, your thoughts on the third match?
This had all the makings to be the story in this match had the makings that this the ending, as abrupt as it was, doesn't come out of nowhere. Like, Phoenix has the fire to beat Mox. He's shown he has the ability to beat Mox.
Yeah.
Now he's actually beaten Mox for this title. Like, I honestly think that we're going to get better matches out of Phoenix versus blank than we're going to get out of Moxley versus, because Moxley matches are a little bit similar.
Yeah.
Phoenix shows us something new every time he has. This gives them a perfectly good, legitimate reason to make sure that they spotlight him. Not to mention, Claudio just lost the ROH title. and now Moxley's hurt. Now you have the other two members of the BBC. Wait,
The British
BBC?
Broadcasting Channel.
That ain't what BBC mean. The BCC, like as ready-made challengers. The guy, he's done.
My fault. Not my fault.
This show's going off the rails.
Like, we just need to keep her mic'd up the entire time for perpetuity of us doing this. But no, seriously, like I like the fact, I like where this could go. And honestly, as much as Mox has done over the last year, he needs a break.
Yeah.
Yes.
And hopefully this is his body kind of telling him, hopefully it's not serious, but it's his body telling him, all right, settle down a little bit.
Well, let's not forget, he was due a 6-week vacation like 2.5 years ago.
Now that's the thing. If you do not take time to rest your body, like even us, if you do not take time to rest your body, you will crash into rest.
Oh yeah,
your body will make
your body's gonna make you.
Yes,
and it's just like, you just hope it's not at the wrong time. Like I go, like my weeks are incredibly busy. It's like part of the reason why I don't like going places during the week is because I know how tired I am when I leave work. Yeah, so I don't want to be on the side of the road somewhere because I didn't take the time when necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Joe
Graham.
My hair's messing with me. Sorry.
It's not my fault.
Joe Graham, I'm going to send you some mousse so you get that nice, slick back.
No, I'm due for a haircut. It's a little too long. That's the problem at the moment.
He's like, here is my mousse. Here is my post mousse.
You get the JFB. I'm just saying.
You'll be tested in a minute.
Right here.
Now, does your girlfriend help shave your head now?
No.
Hey, JFB, we're gonna have to get your girlfriend a Snitsky shirt from back in the day where it says it wasn't my fault.
She does have a name. Her name is Jessica.
I like the girlfriend.
I like the middle finger. How do you feel about that?
I invented that logo, so there you go.
Oh my God.
You know what's crazy?
Off the rails.
It's so funny to think that like you're the JF&B and she's the JNFB because she's not from Boston.
No.
You're like,
initials are kind of he's kind of faking his initials. Mine are actually the JJB.
oh, see.
Mm-hmm. And so I decided he's going to be the JFB because he's going to take my last name.
Jessica, tell me what you thought about the show tonight. Since you're here on camera, tell me what you thought about the show tonight.
I thought it was I love the Soraya. Yeah. Besides her boob job, she's pretty badass.
Yeah.
But
hey, boob jobs are badass.
I only got home for what do you think? Half of it?
Yeah, about half.
And the other half was kind of bullshit. There was a
hard to please.
whole lot. Sorry, I'm not supposed to curse on this.
Now you can cuss. You just can't say the F word.
Oh, I won't do that.
Yeah, we got a bar here
with nobody else. No, I mean honestly, for all that I've seen, and I am an old school wrestling fan, so you've got to give me a little leeway to get used to this new AEW stuff and everything else. It was like Samoa Joe, like, why is he still in there?
Why don't we just let her be part of the next segment instead?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We got a fifth member, ladies and gentlemen. She is
the JJB.
She is the JJB.
JJB. Thank God somebody knows my initials.
She is the JJB. I've been known to call her JBB for some reason.
For some reason.
Yeah. Telling you.
Well, we know her name in AFW now. It's JJB.
It's all the concussions, I'm telling you. Well, let's get to Samoa Joe. That's not helping.
Well, I actually introduced that. I'm a good segue to Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe talks about it's a swagger.
Yes.
Look at this. We got a Joe Graham fan here tonight.
Your dads are in their 60s. Right? I mean, mine is in his 70s.
Mine too.
Yeah.
You're in your 70s?
No, my dad is.
I'm just saying, like, I asked him literally, we were in the kitchen trying to put groceries away. I was like, how old is Samoa Joe and how bad is he as a money? They still has to go out and put himself into this stuff. Right?
I think it's because
And he said that he's a millionaire and he's just in love with his job. And I think that he's in love with the drama or the pain.
Yeah. You got that WWE money.
But you're in love with the spotlight too.
Yeah.
For sure. But has he won?
Yeah, he's been a champion for over a year now. 5 days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, go ahead, JFB. Talk about
that. So let's go to our fourth match. It's going to be Toni Storm versus Saraya. Here's some of my notes. We're going to get the British Badass versus the batshit crazy. That's what we're getting.
Yeah, but who do you like?
I like Toni Storm.
He likes the batshit crazy.
She wants a hug. Saraya slaps her, beating Ruby like a rented mule. Was that a flip-flop she was beating her with?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Slippers.
Slippers. Yeah, slippers.
Oh, it was a slipper. Okay.
Yeah. That's what she normally throws at Renee.
Yeah, Storm's kicking her butt. Saraya with the spray paint. Saraya lacking the killer. She's lacking that killer instinct. The bottom turnbuckle was there. She could have slammed her head into it. She didn't. But Toni Storm goes for the hip. The hip attack, misses, hits the bottom rope. She falls down. Saraya goes for the pin. Saraya does retain as the women's champion. I'm going to go with Canada Dry first, my friend Canada Dry.
Oh, I wanted to go first for this one. Let me go first for this one. Let me get that.
All right, Alexander Hamilton, you go first.
Greatest moment of the entire night was when Toni Storm kissed Saraya and then hit the Storm Zero. Oh my God. When that happened, that was the loudest pop of the entire night.
Yeah.
Because I was at home oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, because Toni Storm was definitely going to win on that. Toni Storm is so over.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what else could have happened in this match. Toni Storm is a star beyond a star right now. She is hit lightning in a bottle. This match was really, really good because of the fact that they work well within Saraya's current limitations as a performer.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where it's when you wrestle your friend. You guys remember when I know I'm bringing up Shawn Michaels again, but when Shawn Michaels went against Triple H in their street fight, Shawn Michaels' first match back after 4 years.
Yeah.
Yep. Everything looks very strong style, but you can tell they're taking care of each other in that ring.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trust there. And then Ruby kind of doing damage control, kind of, being the misdirection on a few things. The part was Toni crawls under the ring and gets pulled out with the slippers and just starts wailing. The spray paint. This was such a good women's match because it told a great story and it left us hanging.
Yep.
It's yes, there was a decisive winner, but this match left us hanging.
Yeah.
Because both of them kicked out of the other's finishers.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's just a lot to look at.
Canada. Your thoughts on the fourth match, my friend?
I thought you were going to sing the whole thing.
I know a little bit. I know, oh, Canada.
Did you ever see the Vegas posse? There was a CFL team in Vegas.
There's a CFL team in Vegas?
Yes, they had an American expansion for a bit. And they had you remember the Baltimore CFLers, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there was.
But for 1 year, they had the Vegas posse.
Okay.
And a guy didn't know how to sing "O Canada," so he sang it to the tune of "O Christmas Tree."
Sweet boy.
It was bonkers.
Oh God.
Oh Canada, we stand on God for thee. Anyways, so Saraya and Toni Storm, what a great match! That crowd is in love with Toni Storm.
Yeah,
pretty much Saraya went from being on top of the world to being booed everywhere to New York. Like, clearly what Toni Storm is doing is lightning in a bottle, and she needs and to piggyback on what Trey J said, that kiss out of nowhere, borrowing a little bit from I guess AJ Mendez, AJ Lee.
Oh, that made me think of Trish and Mickey.
Yeah, Trish.
Yeah, and Trish. AJ did it too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
And also, I was gonna say Mickey. Yeah, Mickey James as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I like, you mentioned this earlier, Trey J, that you can borrow stuff.
Yeah.
From the past.
Yeah.
Ric Flair made a whole career stealing Gorgeous George.
Gorgeous George, Buddy Rogers, all those guys.
Nothing he did was original.
Nope.
Yeah, let's be honest. Ric Flair, there's a lot of people he owes a debt of gratitude.
Good wrestlers borrow.
Yeah.
Great wrestlers steal.
There you go.
You got to say that woo. Who did you get that from? Is that his?
Was Woo his?
Woo is his, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then the woo is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't like Ric Flair, and I like the woo.
So let's talk to the sexiest here in podcast wrestling history. Go and grab my friend, lay it on me.
First off, I love Tony's entrance.
Mm-hmm.
That black and white with she looks like the Tron says, she looks like a star, and she knows how to handle herself.
Yeah.
Like, it is incredible in like the 2 years she's been here.
Yeah.
What she has gone from to what she is now.
Yeah.
The match was great. I love the callback to Shawn and Ric Flair where Tony's in the corner and is like, sorry, I love you, as she's going to ram her head for the end of the match.
Yep.
Sorry, I love you. I'm going to end your life.
Yeah.
Say hello to Concussionville.
Yeah, it's like it was one of the better women's matches we've had in a while.
A long time.
No, really. We had two great ones from Statlander the other day.
Yeah, okay. But I put this match above Statlander's matches.
No effing way.
Yes.
That Britt Baker one and no.
I haven't seen
that match was really good from an in-ring point, but I don't think it really told it as story as well. But
only because it was on Rampage. Oh no, it was Collision, wasn't it? Yeah,
Collision.
It was Collision.
No,
Rampage was
Rampage.
It's hard. I'm an old man. Like, I fall asleep. I'm sorry. I tried to, but I can't.
Yeah, you didn't even watch them properly. You were like, how?
Especially when I'm on the sleep. It's easy for you. I'm on the East Coast, so it's like 10, 11 o'clock. You have
and I get it. When you're tired, you cannot capture the goodness of the wrestling show.
Yes.
If you're tired, you're like, okay.
Well, not just that, but I also take medicine for just for my mental health. Like, I take fluoxetine, and it knocks me out. So
this show has been brought to you by fluoxetine. It'll knock you out.
Oh my God. Let's go to our fifth and final match. But before we do, we have a sponsor. Because when you think of batshit crazy, when you think of Toni Storm, you have to think about batshit crazy promotions. And there are quite a few. There's GCW with light tubes and pizza cutters. There's barbed wire matches. There's a lot of them. But sometimes batshit crazy works in your favor. Now, last week we had Luke Roberts. We had Queen Gia. They came on the show. They talked about Kill City Cup. And we talked about behind the scenes. But we really didn't we want to touch on exactly what it is. And the only way to do that is by showing, oh, you know what? We're just going to show a little bit of, just give you a taste of what Kill City Cup is all about.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup. by the ball.
Kill City.
Kill City Cup. Unleash the power
Yeah.
of the pyramid.
Of the pyramid.
No, not that again.
Oh, that's on.
All I gotta say is this: it's basically Saw meets Mortal Kombat meets professional wrestling. It's kind of all rolled into one. It's one of the greatest bumps from Natalia Markova, who literally bounces off a table, being powerbombed and bounces off a table.
I gotta say, I'm hoping Luke Roberts releases that first one.
Yeah,
Maybe come up with the next one, and then you do the prequel.
yeah.
It's not that. You gotta see that. I don't care. Teddy Hart.
Teddy
Go
Hart.
anywhere.
Just go
Everyone
in there
knows
dig-
Teddy Hart's in it.
Just digitally blur them out in all the scenes.
Could you digitally put a mask on him, maybe?
Yeah, the JFB can do that in After Effects. We can put a mask on it. We can just digitize his face or put a big blue dot over his face, like he's in court. You know, they don't want to see who he is.
But again, let's put Canada's Dry's face on him. There you
Yeah.
go.
You enlighten one's mask over top. And the enlightenment
Yes.
wins the whole damn thing.
Game over.
Oh,
Teddy Hart. My God. We should do a Sunday show.
now is Teddy Hart still wrestling?
Yeah.
People are still booking him?
Whoever will take them, sure.
I think you should have the ladies
I mean-
take over a Sunday show.
I mean, let's be honest. Teddy Hart is not exactly rolling in dough. Like, last time I heard, Teddy Hart is living from hotel to hotel based off of his booking. So, yeah, I mean, that guy's going to wrestle for a cup of noodles and a place to put his cats.
And it's so sad because he had so much talent.
I mean, he was signed by WWE at 16.
Mm-hmm.
16.
And he flushed it all away.
Oh, yeah. Well, cocaine will do that to you, my friend. Cocaine will do that to you. Anyways, my God, we're completely off the rails. We're talking
Just really quickly, was it too much too soon for him, maybe?
It was way.
For fucking
There's
sure.
two things. Last name Hart from the Hart family, okay, and way too much, way too soon. So, because you give the car keys to a 16-year-old kid, and then say, "Hey, here's a couple of $1 million as well," but you gotta behave, and you don't give him any kind of discretion.
Well, yeah, look what happened to Bieber in his early days.
There you go.
There's a Teddy Hart going to think he's Superman, go flying off the cliff.
Our fifth and final match: Samoa Joe, MJF. Here's some of my notes. MJF does the Bret Hart commercial, okay, from the 80s, where this
90s.
little kid with his little blonde hair goes, "Hey, champ, good luck out there." And then MJF turns around, takes off his scarf, puts it around, and he whispers to the kid. And the kid looks up to his dad and goes, "I'm adopted?"
What's hilarious is that kid was in the front row of the match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like blinking, you would have missed it, but he was right there with the scarf on.
Oh, God.
I popped so freaking hard with this thing because when I was a much younger man, Brett, like that was just the coolest thing ever. And for Max and AEW to tribute him like this and like take a little comedy bit to it.
Yeah.
Like Max is over as a face now. Like this is an official coronation.
Yeah. So
Real quick,
yeah.
because you know what? I know that's an homage to Brett, but you know where I always go to? I always go to the old Mean Joe Green commercial.
Yep.
Where he's
Well, yeah,
drinking-
Mean Joe Green, Brett was copying him. The WWE was copying that, and then so it's a copying.
See, like you said,
Really?
everyone steals everything.
Yeah, you know, copy. You make a copy of a copy, and it doesn't sound as good. Hi, Steve.
But I I would say Brett's thing is bigger than Mean Joe Green's, like or
Well, it's also
internationally.
different generations.
Yeah.
Very different generations of that. Because remember, after Brett, they did it again with Jerome Bettis.
Yeah, they did do it with Jerome Bettis. That's true. So Samoa Joe, that champ. So back to MJF, he oozes New York. The only thing I didn't like about MJF's entire outfit was those damn Yankee pinstripes.
I'm right there with you.
Makes me want to vomit. Makes me want to vomit. The peanut gallery over here is an Atlanta Braves fan.
Would you be okay if he was wearing Blue Jays stuff?
I would have been okay.
Okay. You don't hate the Blue Jays as much.
No.
But the Blue Jays hate the Red Sox just as much as they hate the Yankees.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. But I hate the Yankees.
Yeah, I'm an Orioles fan, and it goes Yankees, Red Sox, and then further down the list is the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
No one hates the Blue Jays. The whole country loves them.
So they start testing each other really early. Joe is tossing him around like a boneless chicken. MJF constantly attacking. Joe is eating the punishment. What a bump on the apron. Holy crap. Like that just looked freaking nasty. Joe pushes him through a table, keeps punishing him. MJF tries to put on the diamond ring, breaks the fourth wall as he always does with the diamond ring, smiles at the camera. Ref stops him. We get a schmoz with the ref. We get the low blow. We get the reverse choke, the Karakuda clutch. And then Cole comes out for support. MJF is fighting it. He's fighting through, and he finally chokes out Samoa Joe. He retains as the champion. I didn't take a lot of notes because I wanted to enjoy this. But I'm going to ask Canada. I also got a little distracted. But Canada Dry, lay it on me, brother. Final match of the night, the main event. What were your thoughts?
This was pay-per-view level.
Yeah.
Like, this whole show was pay-per-view level.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting the upper card of the show first. It's like eating your dessert first.
Yeah.
And then we're going to watch, maybe eat some peas and carrots later on Friday. But this match, Samoa Joe shows why he still has it.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is a wrestling machine.
Yeah.
And every little bit, like the pile driver on the outside.
Yeah.
The ring by MJF, putting on the ring and getting caught. The double low blows. Oh, everything about this match. Adam Cole comes down.
Yep.
And then, of course, the handshake at the end of it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful.
It was operatic. That's what it was. It was operatic. Alexander Hamilton, your thoughts on the main event, my friend?
I don't know what I was expecting from this match. I didn't get that. I got something better.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just this was great wrestling. Like if you don't know what Samoa Joe is capable of putting on, this was definitely a showcase.
Yeah.
But I've also learned that if MJF says how he's going to win a match, he's going to do it. If he says he's going to win with a headlock takeover, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
If he says he's going to choke somebody out, take his word for it. At this point in time, you just got to bet on MJF when he says he's going to win the match. He is literally not a prediction, a spoiler.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we got to see the greatest hits from Joe. Like
the
Death Valley driver onto the outside, onto the hardest part of the ring. The Muscle Buster making a reappearance after about 8 months?
Yeah.
The Coquina Clutch.
Yeah.
I don't even, the Insecurity. Like when MJ was about to do the dive. I mean, there was so much to enjoy about this.
Yeah.
And I would not be upset to see another match between them. I hope this is not the last time that we get to see the two of them go one-on-one.
Yeah. I mean, it's like your favorite band has been around for 15 years, and you're like, you know what? I don't like all their songs, but I like a majority, and they put out a greatest hit CD, and you're like, this thing is the greatest thing that has ever come out. That's
Yeah.
exactly what we got from Samoa Joe. We got Samoa Joe's greatest hits.
Yeah, and we got to see MJF look double tough in this match for all the things that he could dish out. Like, he looks unbeatable right now.
Yeah.
And that's what you want for your world champion.
Yeah. I mean, really, honestly, the last time we saw MJF pushed was the 60-minute Iron Man match between him and Danielson. I don't think we've ever seen him pushed to the boundaries like he was for that match with Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Brother Graham, lay it on me, brother. Preach to me. Tell me exactly what you thought about the main event.
I thought this was like a damn near perfect match between storytelling, the pacing of the match. Like, I'm with Trey J. Like, I didn't know what to expect from this, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. Like, there was no dead space, no downtime. And I do like that MJF is taken from Moxley, the little, I'm in a promo, I'm telling you how I'm going to win a match.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it because you want to see how it's worked in. I like how it was, like, at the end, how Cole snuck in to hide the evidence to keep Max strong. Like, it's just it's like they literally went through and crossed their T's and dotted their I's for every little individual detail. And
Did you notice that Adam Cole got hurt?
What was that?
Did you notice that Adam Cole got hurt coming off that ramp?
Yeah.
When Adam Cole ran down and he jumped off the ramp, he hurt his leg. And so he was hobbling for the rest of the segment.
Yeah.
But he was trying to hide it. But I was like, oh.
Yeah, you can't hide a lame duck. That's all I'm saying. You can't hide a lame duck.
It's those injuries that when you're not wrestling, that you're like,
yeah.
That's what that is. That's an old man injury trying to jump off something he shouldn't be jumping off of.
That's like when CM Punk jumped into the crowd. It's like, can't do that anymore. You're old.
Here's the thing. When you do things you shouldn't really be doing, you're going to get hurt. Like, for example, who remembers Martin Gramatica?
Yes.
Oh, God, yes.
Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
Who, after kicking a 24-yard field goal, which is automatic because his nickname was Automatica Gramatica.
Yep.
Tore his ACL for celebrating a 24-yard field goal.
You should not be celebrating a 24-yard.
It was a game winner. So that's what it was.
No, it wasn't. It was dirt. No, it wasn't. It
wasn't?
Yeah, no, it was in the second quarter.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah. It's 24 yards, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah, a chip shot. I mean, I could shoot.
And a torn ACL is brutal.
Yeah. I could shoot a football out of my butt 24 yards.
Just gonna raise my hand slightly here.
Yeah.
It was Bill Gramatica who did that. Martine's brother.
Oh,
yep.
I know they were brothers.
Yep.
But let me just say, JFP gets a pass because this is not a football podcast.
That was a moment. Like, he celebrates and tears the ACL, and that was the end of the ballad of Bill Gramatica.
Yeah. God, Automatic Gramatica. Anyways, man, we are at the point where we decide it's time to give flowers. Number of bells, favorite match, favorite segment. Not that there was really a lot of segments. So let's just do favorite match, and let's do number of bells. Canada Dry, my friend, you will go first. Lay it on me, brother.
This one's tough. I think I'm going to give it to Jericho and Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
For my match of the night. I guess favorite segment. There wasn't a lot of segments in the show. I don't know. I guess the Adam Cole Hospital gimmick.
Adam Cole, I can't see you. Ronnie, open up your eyes.
Yep.
Yeah. And I guess I'll give this show. Actually, I'm gonna go give it 4.5.
All right. Fair point.
Okay. Alexander Hamilton. Your
I
turn.
gotta say, my favorite match of the night was Claudio versus Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is not just the nostalgia factor, not the fact that he's the hometown, not just the fact that he won a world title in front of a home crowd, but the action in this was fantastic. These looked like two guys that really had the grudge. It's like there's been 12 singles matches between these guys, and none of them have disappointed. The ones that I've seen, especially like the 2 or 3 they've had in the last like couple of years.
Yeah.
This was a full, like Eddie Kingston coming around full circle. Like all he's wanted to do is get his hands on Claudio. And then at the end, they actually adhered to the code of honor with Claudio handing him the belt, like a little abruptly, but still.
Did you see the ref mess that up?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
took the belt and handed it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, just little things like that really brought this story. Like, I kind of hope I'm hoping this story is at a close because this is a perfect ending for it.
Yeah.
But it's just everything about the Ricola bombs were hit, trying to put him away with moves that he's beaten him with before. I mean, the back fist to the future.
Yep.
Everything was great about this.
Yep.
Got to give the show as a whole a 5. There was just enough comedy. There was perfect action. There was, there was just everything's a moment, and there are so many ways to go from here. Yeah. Seeing Phoenix beat Moxley, I mean, granted, the circumstances sucked for it, but seeing Phoenix like pin Moxley was a highlight of AEW wrestling. Moxley doesn't lose a lot of matches.
No,
he does not.
So,
but that was the reason I didn't give it a 5, because there were some mistakes made.
Yeah,
there was a couple botches. And
even having Sammy be the one to join the Callis family.
Yeah, that was.
Now he's got these 2 young studs. What did he say? Konosuke Takeshita, it was the new Kenny Omega. Sammy Guevara is the new Chris Jericho. Like, it's such a great setup for what this family is supposed to be doing. He's replacing his oldest friends.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. So,
all right. Golden Graham, your turn, my friend.
Okay, so like I said, the segment, there wasn't many, but I want to do a little callback to that segment because obviously it's the Roddy hospital segment. But my second favorite line is the last line from Taven scolding Adam Cole for like, that's how you dress for mourning. Like, what are you mourning? There's nothing to mourn. So, let's see, favorite match. I think I'm not going to try and double up because there's so many good matches. I want to spread the flowers out. So I think I'm going to go with the main event.
Yeah.
With Joe and MJF. Really liked it. Storytelling. Everything. And I'm giving this a 4.75.
Wow. All right.
Very nice.
My favorite segment, I'm going to give a shout out to Roderick Strong's bed. It sounds like it was resurrected from the 1940s. It was just absolutely the best segment.
The whole ICU looked like it was from the 1940s.
Looked like it was in a tuberculosis ward. I mean, it was just hilarious.
It was the hospital from The Flash.
Yes. Okay.
Did you see like the vitals thing wasn't even moving? It was just on screen.
Hear the beep, but it wasn't moving.
Yeah.
My favorite match.
Roddy doesn't have a heart.
My favorite match. I saw Eddie Kingston about 10 years ago at an indie show. And I knew he was different than everybody else. He didn't look like your muscle-bound wrestler. He didn't look like he was all jacked up and juiced up and roided out. He looked like every guy that was busting their ass on the indie scene, trying to make a living, to support their wife, to support their kids, to put food on the table, to not live in a car. I've been an Eddie Kingston fan ever since that first time I saw him. My favorite match was Kingston versus Claudio. The man got he got the flowers he has deserved for his entire career, and that's winning a major championship. It took a lot of guts for Tony Khan to put that Ring of Honor belt on him, knowing the history and the prestige that goes with that belt. That is a huge, huge get. And I give a lot of respect for Tony Khan. I'm going to give it 5 stars. I was so thoroughly impressed. We got a women's match that wasn't a filler match. The Jericho match and the Guevara match, I think there's going to be more to it. And I think at Wrestle Dream, we're going to get the real match. We're going to get the 15, 20-minute just going after each other. Because now there's something at stake. Now there's a story being told. So 5 stars is for me. What is our cumulative score?
It's pretty big, pretty big.
Yeah.
It is. It is 77/16. It's a 4.8125.
Wow.
Maybe like our highest like Dynamite non-pay-per-view review.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely it. Our previous high was 4.75.
I mean, at this point, Tony, you can't screw up. You
Yes.
just gotta keep building.
Yeah.
You gotta keep building it up.
What a solid build here.
Guys, you want to know how to support us? There's multiple
Give us
ways.
money.
Give us money. What do you think? Wait, what do you think? Brian Cage? Yeah, what do you think? Brian Cage is going to come out and be on our podcast and going to do it for a can of beans and a handshake? No. $5, $10, $15. We have tiers on YouTube. If you want to just send us a big chunk of money, gold bricks, gold bullion, bearer bonds from Die Hard. I don't care how you do it. Big Shiny Matrix at gmail.com or at hotmail.com. That is our direct line to our PayPal. Now, sending us money is one thing, but walking in the mall, walking in an airport, walking down the street, going to the gym, family reunions, you want to let you know your crazy aunt who you really love and listen to, buy a damn shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com/Efren Wrestling. You want to know what kind of shirts we have? We got this. Sharpshooter action. Our pink shirt. It's freaking awesome. Middle fingers. Natalia Markova. Our All Efren Wrestling shirt. That's how you support us. Now,
You know that I wore the Kool-Aid shirt the other day, and someone made me stop so they could take a picture of my shirt.
Nice.
see? And now they're going to know all about Efren Wrestling.
Exactly.
Now, my question is this. We all love old school wrestling. This
I
chick
know I
over
do.
here, she loves old school wrestling. We talk about giving flowers, but you know what? Flower shop. You got to give flowers to the people that came before you, to the people that built the foundation by which we became wrestling fans. And that one guy, well, there's multitudes of them, but one that we really came to love is Adrian Adonis. Now, he is the adorable Adrian Adonis. He had the flower shop. How do you get that shirt? How do you support him? How do you carry on his legacy? ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all of your Adrian Adonis needs. Canada Dry, what's on tap for the rest of this week?
We have an interview, I think tomorrow by Liam Wakelin on the Magic of Wrestling. And we got the Wrestling with Paramount on Friday, followed by the AFW draft held right on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Which brand you're going to? You're going to Wreckage. You're going to Mayhem. I don't know where you're going. And then, of course, we're going to have another show on Magic Wrestling on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Collision After Dark. Hopefully, Jeff B's there. If he's not, we'll do it without him.
I'm not going to be there. I got
you.
prior engagement. I'm letting you know ahead of time, my friend.
Saturday?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then, of course,
We got a birthday party and we got to sing a duet. So if anybody has any ideas about duets, please post them because we are not doing
All right.
very well at auditioning duets.
I need to see that recorded. Like,
Absolutely.
I
the
think
one from The Office at the party. Do that one.
I mean, I'll definitely send you the recording, but we need ideas.
You got to sing Donkashang.
No, I mean, like I'm a Billy Joel, and he is like a Tina Easton or something.
Anyways, on Sunday we got the All Effin' Wrestling show,
which we'll figure out in the next day or so. I think we'll have a good show.
I think at some point the girls need to take over.
Yeah, she thinks there should be an all girls, all effing wrestling show on Sunday.
Well, then what are we gonna do? Because once you get an all girl show, nobody's gonna want to watch it.
I am sure you can figure out something to do.
Like, it's like fuck that. We have we got a girl show. Goddamn it! I'm getting on this bitch quick. Back.
I love how you got the Andy. Just like right there. We're running a little late. Let's end the show, JFB.
All right, let's end the show. Guys, on behalf of Canada Dry, Alexander Hamilton, Black Dollywood, on behalf of Golden Graham, on behalf of JJB, I am the JFB.
And I just want to say that sometimes in life, stuff isn't easy, and you get hit with a right hook from life. You get hit, and you get knocked on your ass, and you're trying to keep going, but sometimes you just can't, and you're just stuck.
Yeah,
and it takes a lot of help from people. It takes a lot of help from professionals. It helps from medication if you need it, but the important thing is that you dust yourself off, you stand up, and you put one foot in front of the other, and you just keep fighting.
Hit it!
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.
Reach for the sky.